Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Welcome to the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Turkey Day Marathon. I'm Joel.
And I'm Jonah.
And as you know, Jonah's the new guy in the next season of MST3K.
Yeah, there'll be the first new episodes in 17 years, so no pressure or anything.
Oh, come on, man. You got this. Besides, the worst you can do is destroy a beloved movie riffing franchise, so...
Yeah, well, the stakes are pretty high, as you'll see today as we count down the top 6 favorite Mystery Science theaters of all time, as voted for by our wonderful Kickstarter backers.
As well as preparing a truly mouth-watering MST3K themed Thanksgiving dinner, because I always intended for the K in MST3K to stand for Mystery Science Theater 3 Kitchen.
What, really? Wow.
Well, it means a lot of things, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, without further ado, the 6th favorite episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 is...
Pumaman, or Pumaman, a flying cat-themed superhero who wears a magic Aztec belt. The only superhero who will never, ever be rebooted. So stop calling us, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, and our first dish is this buttery Pumaman maize with the DVD stuck in it. It's all buttery and gooey.
Well, Pumaman's deep connection with the indigenous people of central Mexico inspired us to give a tip of the pilgrim hat to our own nation's native peoples.
Also, every corn kernel is like a tiny version of Donald Pleasance's head.
Oh, all we've done is grill the corn, then added butter and salt. No fuss, no muss.
But you can make it whatever way you want. Your corn, you can boil it, dry it out.
Use it to build an elaborate labyrinth, or a maze, if you will.
That sounds like more of a death trap than a Turkey Day dish.
The kind of death trap facing our hero Pumaman in the 6th greatest MST3K episode of all time.
And so, friends, Kickstarter backers, and fellow Thanksgivers, let the Turkey Day Marathon begin. We'll be back after Pumaman to announce your 5th favorite MST episode.
And more delicious Turkey Day trimmings.
So join us, won't you?
I think they already have.
Sure.
Pleasancy.
Hi, everybody. Joel and Jonah are here in the MST3K Kitchen of Love, counting down the 6 favorite episodes of all time. Hope you enjoyed number 6, Pumaman.
I think my favorite part is when Pumaman flies, because not only does it look terrible, but also pumas don't fly.
Well, true, but I did have a pair of Pumas in the 80s that got me some radical air on the courts.
All right, tubular.
Right? Anyway.
Okay, the next movie is, all right, guys, can we please not put the DVDs in the food?
Yeah, it's festive, but I don't think it's BPA free.
Okay, anyway, at number 5, it's Pod People, the immortal tale of Trumpy, the lovable alien child who apparently kills people for some reason. You know, it's actually a pretty solid allegory for the original Pilgrims at Plymouth Rock.
And as you know, the Turkey Day meal stands or falls on its side dishes. So Jonah and I have prepared a duet of side dishes to celebrate the religious persecution of Trumpy's alien race, or something like that. I made classic beans because beans come in pods.
Nice, and I, of course, made garlic mashed potatoes as a nod to Trumpy, because as we all know about Trumpy, I like potatoes.
Really? We did a joke about potatoes, are you sure?
Yeah, it's a classic riff. I can't believe you don't remember it. Everyone knows that one.
You know, listen, here's a little wisdom from the trail, rookie. After you've done 100 episodes, I hope you don't remember much of the riffs either. At least I pray that you won't.
Yeah, good point.
Now it's time to pit our side dishes against each other, head to head.
To see who is the most moist chef.
Feed me, Jonah.
Feed me, Joel.
Oh, sorry. It stinks.
It stinks.
So this Big Daddy Roth supposedly he told this friend of mine that when you order a pizza, you order it with anchovies, because nobody likes anchovies.
Yeah.
And then he'd get the pizza and pick all the anchovies off, not eat them, but then he got more pizza.
Oh, wow.
But, I mean, you'd still have to eat pizza that tastes like anchovies, so it doesn't make any sense.
That's
the thing here.
Oh, hey there, Misties. Jonah and Joel here, your Turkey Day Sherpas, as we make the long climb to the episode you voted the best Mystery Science Theater episode of all time.
That's really a mixed metaphor. We're counting down, but you're talking about climbing up.
Okay, deal with it, old man. This is the new MST3K. It's all about mixing metaphors. Go to bed!
Whoa, I think that's the mashed potatoes talking, my friend. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed Pod People and how Trumpy can do stupid things. Now it's time to discover the number 4 best, most favoritist episode of MST.
All right, let's see it. It is, oh, come on, guys. I thought we were going to stop doing this. You're going to ruin the food.
Yuck, what a mess. It's so unappetizing.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Oh,
just a
Joel,
sec.
don't.
You know, that's not that bad. That stuff's good on everything.
I'm okay. So the number 4 famous episode is Final Sacrifice, a tale of treasure maps, hiking through the Canadian woods, and the bond between an ordinary boy and a very special man named Zap Rousdower.
So I made Joel's famous Final Sacrifice cranberry relish.
Wow, Joel's famous Final Sacrifice cranberry relish. I mean, what's particularly Final Sacrificey about it?
Well, the cranberries have sacrificed themselves for us, and the relish is so good it might be the last you ever try. So it's final in that sense.
Yeah, no. Also, the movie itself bogs down in the middle, and cranberries come from bogs.
You know, you should just be doing the funny parts, I think, from here on out. We'll be back after the movie to reveal the next episode in the Turkey Day's most famous MST3K's countdown. To be honest, the relish isn't really that famous outside of a few avant-garde culinary circles.
Oh, we got movie sign!
Oh, that's messy, but I do like your reflexes.
Thanks. Oh.
Hi, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's Turkey Day Marathon. Jonah and I are back again to introduce the episode you voted the third favorite in Mystery Science Theater 3000 history.
The fourth favorite, Final Sacrifice, was a lot of fun, and it made me think, why didn't the show cover more Canadian movies?
Well, come on. Canadians are so talented. It's why Hollywood is always stealing them away. I think MST3K managed to find the one cheesy Canadian movie.
Yeah, well, didn't they make that great one? Was it the Turkish Star Wars?
Yeah, I think that came out of Quebec.
Nice.
Well, let's just find out what episode our Kickstarter voters named the third favorite MST3K of all time.
It's Mitchell, and we're not putting that in my player. It's got poultry juice all over it, and I don't think that's good for the system. This was your final episode as host, right, Joel?
Yeah, and what better way to go out on top than a movie about a crooked cop who yells at neighborhood kids when he's drunk?
Yeah, it happens a lot more often than you think.
Oh, yeah. And now you can't have a turkey day without cooking a turkey.
Unless you're celebrating Tofurkey Day.
Which is a personal choice we respect.
Namaste. To honor Mitchell's appreciation for beer, we created Turkey a la Mitchell by roasting this turkey in a new method adapted from the concept of your classic beer can chicken.
Yeah, of course, turkeys are way bigger than chickens, so we had to use the entire 6-pack.
Just like Mitchell would. At number 3, here's Mitchell. Welcome back. Jonah here with Joel in the Turkey Day Marathon Kitchen, counting down to the episode you, the people, voted the most favorite Mystery Science Theater experiment of all time.
You know, Mitchell was a better movie than I remember.
Yeah, and I like that you could see the boom mic, you know? It made me feel like I was watching a documentary about the world's saddest man.
Well, let's find out the episode our Kickstarter backers named the second favorite ever.
You know, I was going to tell myself not to get angry if the DVD was in the food, and I'm not going to get angry because the DVD is in the food.
Whoa. Come on, Jonah, check it out. Come on, it's Thanksgiving, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Your second most popular episode is Space Mutiny. It's like Star Trek if Star Trek was set in a dismal warehouse basement. Though the spaceship effects actually look pretty good.
Well, that's mainly because they're just reused from Battlestar Galactica footage.
Oh, and so the dish we associate with Space Mutiny is stuffing, but I guess we never really explained why.
Well, mainly just because the actors look like they were stuffed into their costumes.
Gotcha. Yeah, you know, I think our blood sugar might be getting a little low. Could we maybe eat something?
Yeah, but Joel, I don't want to spoil our dinner, you know?
How about some of those rolls?
Oh, yeah, we can do rolls. Can we get some rolls?
Yeah.
Like some butter on it or something?
Yeah, see everybody in 90 minutes. Here's Space Mutiny.
I think they're in there.
Gotcha. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. We're about to find out what you voted the favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000.
You know, there are so many amazing, hilarious episodes. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Time Chasers, Warrior of the Lost World, Touch of Satan.
Is that the one with the soup Nazi?
No, that's Seinfeld.
Oh, right, but it's a classic Seinfeld.
Well, yeah, no one's arguing that.
Well, here it is. It's Manos, the Hands of Fate. But in this context, we name this sweet potato pie Manos, the Yams Are Great.
The top slot had to go to Manos. You know, who can resist the terrifying tale of a family trapped at a motel run by a horrific cult leader in a... You actually can't really remember what happens in the movie.
Don't even try. It's incomprehensible. You'll see.
You know, this episode also features the short Hired Part 2. You know, and I'm so much a fan of this episode. Here's a picture of how my wife and I dressed up 4 Halloweens ago.
Nice. You know, the master would definitely approve.
And now, your pick for the greatest MST3K of all time, Manos, The Hands of Fate.
Well, everybody, that's it for the Mystery Science Theater 3000 favorite episode ever Turkey Day Countdown. Thanks for watching until next year.
Well, wait, Joel, we're not just going to say goodbye so fast, are we?
Well, come on, Jonah. 9 hours together is pretty darn good for any family.
Okay, before we go, I just wanted to let the Kickstarter backers know what I'm thankful for, which is getting the chance to be a part of something I've loved so much for all my life. It wouldn't have been possible without our backers, and I want to give thanks to them for making my dreams come true.
And that goes for me, too. Now, come on. Time to dock that emotional gravy boat, you big softy. Now, come on. Give me a hug. Yeah.
Thanks.
All kidding aside, we're in post-production on the next MST3K, and I'm really excited about how they're turning out. I think you backers will be pleased with what we did with the money.
Yeah, and don't forget, the new season of MST3K will also be available for everyone to see next year on Netflix.
Which isn't all that far away. Happy Turkey Day, y'all.
Happy Turkey Day, us all, everyone.